very first thing that I would put at the top is me. Believe it or not, there's probably more similarities than differences than most of the equipment that's out there. And one of the most important things that you probably want to think about when you're buying a tractor is you're not just buying a machine, you're buying a relationship with a dealer. You know, unlike a car or a lot of other things that you buy, this typically isn't a one-time purchase, right? When you buy this machine, you're going to be back into the dealer for parts and for service and for implements. You know, we build relationships with our customers over months and years. And so keep that in mind. You're not just buying a product, you're buying the guy that you're buying it from, right? You're going to develop a relationship with this person. After the dealer, I would actually put specifications. You do definitely want to be buying the right product for your needs, but I would qualify that a little bit in saying that you want to gauge those specifications against the needs that you have. Don't just go look for big numbers, right? A lot of guys like to set up Excel and start putting in columns for different models and look at which one is going to shake out with the biggest numbers, but I really don't feel that that's the best way to do it because those numbers don't describe the entire tractor. So have a salesperson sit down, evaluate the needs that you've got for your machine, and then look for the right machine to fit those needs. Again, not just big numbers in the bottom of a sheet. After that, I'm going to go walk around the dealership a little bit and have a look at their parts and service departments. Poke your nose back in the shop, see what they're working on. Is the place clean and tidy? Do they got the tools back there that they need? Does the parts department have knowledgeable people working at it or some high school kid? Look back through their bins. Is it clean and organized? Kind of going to give yourself a little bit better sense of what does this place operate like? What kind of business do they run? And are they going to be around for the next 30 years, right? Because these are typically lifetime purchases and lifetime products for a lot of guys. After that, I'm going to sit on the seat of a lot of tractors and evaluate their comfort, quality, and ergonomics. Those are things that can be very different from one person to the next. You'll see a lot of opinions thrown out there for pedal preferences and those kinds of things, but the only person that can really make those decisions is you, and the only way that they can be made is by sitting in the seat of a tractor, watching videos, looking at glossy brochures. They do nothing for you to tell you how a tractor feels with your rear end in the seat. So absolutely get out to a dealer, put your butt in a seat in a lot of different tractors and go around and run them and see how they feel to you. And then finally at the bottom of that list, I put price. And not price just because I'm a salesman. I put price because many of these products are actually priced closer to each other than what the internet may lead you to believe. Dealer pricing can swing things back and forth, but when we start to dive in and look at wholesale pricing and that kind of stuff, there's generally not huge swings between manufacturers. So a couple $100 one way or the other between one brand or another isn't the best way to look at it, right? We're going to go back into these other things and say quality, comfort, the dealer that you're buying from is far more important than a couple $100 one way or the other, or 12 more months on your 0% financing. So me as a guy who lives in this environment, is on and off things all the time and helping customers, that's how I would look at it. I'd go through and say, salesman that you're buying from, the tractor specifications versus your needs, the rest of the dealer, their parts and service department, the quality and the comfort of the machine that you're looking at, and finally at the bottom, the price and the financing.